Please welcome Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick, welcome.
Hello.
Are you all right? Lovely to see you.
Anna Kendrick.
Hello, darling.
How are you?
I'm excellent with that lovely introduction.
That's nice. I can bet
Carrot.
it's Jasper.
So nice to meet you, Jasper.
Lovely to meet
And
you, Anna.
look, Anna's dressed in orange,
yeah.
just for you.
Oh, the yes, the
That's
carrot,
very
yes.
nice.
Carrot. You can give her the rosette, yeah. So yeah, Anna, welcome to the One Show, and welcome to the
Thank you.
UK. Now, we know that you like it here because you want to be in a British rom-com, we hear.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't want to start putting that out there, like, you know, because it's one of those things that film bloggers pick up on, like, Anna Kendrick, desperate to do.
All right, so you're not.
But I adore British film, and, Richard Curtis, and I love This Is England and Attack the Block, and obviously Hot Fuzz is one of my favorite films. I do love a British film.
Well, Jasper, you...
And if I were in one, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
But I'm not desperate to be in
No, just is something you might like to do.
I would like it a normal amount.
Well, Jasper, you did the opposite. You went over to the US, didn't you, to film a TV special. Now, how did that go for you?
That was great. I had my own special on HBO, and I went to San Francisco and worked comedy clubs. I actually worked Portland as well.
No,
Yes,
really?
yes, you know, the Old Port and...
Yes, I do know the Old
yeah,
Port.
I was there. I did,
No
did a
kidding.
few shows.
When was it?
86. I don't think you were even
Oh.
born, eh?
Well, I was one.
I bet they've got dolphins there.
Oh, I haven't got a clue. They've got a lovely river. What's it called? The big river?
Do we have a river?
We don't
Yeah,
need to get into American geography well.
It was,
Why not? There's lots of educational VTs on the show. I mean,
Oh,
There
well.
are.
It's all
good,
British based,
good
though.
knowledge.
Anyway, I had to make the decision whether to move there, move the family, or stay here with the family and all my friends. So it was a no-brainer, really. But it was great while
Good
I did it. Yeah,
experience.
it was great.
All right.
And if you make a film in Birmingham, I will teach you Brummie, how to speak Brummie.
Brummie.
Yes.
There you are. That's a good
All right.
accent to learn.
Lovely.
You're going all right. You're fabulous, eh? In it.
It sounded positive, so I'll take it. Great.
All right, now, Anna, you can sit back and let somebody else do the singing for a change. It's time for our last sung surprise from the Buzz Tones, and you're going to tell us who's going to be surprised this time.
Yes. Emma.
1, 2, 3. Come rain or shine, you're always there. A volunteer like no other. You help change children's lives. That's why Scott's here with this surprise. Thank you, Emma.
Yeah.
Lovely surprise us tonight. It's all so wonderful.
If you've been enjoying the Buzz Tones, you'll be able to catch their show Buzzology at the Gilded Balloon during the Edinburgh Festival this August. They're awesome. Thank you, guys.
Now, Anna, as well as obviously all these educational films that you were talking about that are on the One Show, we like to give an insight into people's lives that people may not know about. Now, is it true that you worked in a bakery?
Very briefly, yes. I worked in a very, very posh bakery. I'm not even sure that they would prefer to be called a bakery. It's a patisserie.
Oh, patisserie.
But it was a bakery. I mean, they baked stuff.
Right.
And that was absolutely lovely because I'm quite interested in baking.
What do you like about baking?
I like the precision of it. It forces me to shut out everything else in my brain because you have to focus on it. People like cooking because it's sort of loosey-goosey and you can have a glass of wine, but I don't like that because then I'll, before I know it, my apron's on fire. So I like baking because it's sort of, singular.
Yeah, okay. Now, so this bakery that you work, it didn't have a secret basement with bodyguards or anything like that, did it?
No, I wish.
Oh, okay, well, Giles.
Right, let's talk Pitch Perfect.
Sure.
Now then, the first film was released back in 2012, wasn't it? Massive success, Jasper,
Yep.
huge. The Cup song went multi-platinum, can you believe it? But were you surprised by how successful it was? Because all these people were coming out the woodworks on YouTube and all sorts doing the Cup song, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, well, the Cup song, sure. I mean, the Pitch Perfect, we were pleasantly surprised by how well that did. And certainly the Cup song becoming a single in its own right was shocking. I mean, I sing it for about 30 seconds in the movie, just a cappella, and they put like a 60-second version on the soundtrack at first, again, just a cappella, and then that was doing so well that they added instruments and made it like a 2-minute song and did the whole music video, and it was just the last thing we could have predicted. There's so much great music in the first one, and for that to have been the kind of breakaway
Standout thing,
thing
yeah.
was surprising and really yeah, absolutely lovely.
And for all those people that haven't seen it, it's worth catching up before you do go and see Pitch Perfect 2. Because
Believe it or not, I think you'll be able to follow it. It won't be like, you know, coming in mid-season to Game of Thrones. Like, you'll still have fun.
But it's basically this a cappella group
Yes.
at kind of high school, college, what have you, and all the adventures and everything that happen. But at the start of Pitch Perfect 2, it doesn't quite go to plan, does it? Just set the scene for us.
Yeah, well, we're living in a world in which the most famous a cappella group in America is famous enough to perform for the president. So in the movie we do that. And we are doing all right. And Rebel Wilson, who plays Fat Amy, I'm not sure what I can say on this show.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
Let's put it on.
Coming to you live from the nation's capital, where the Barton University.
There we are.
I love Rebel Wilson. She's hilarious, isn't she? But you have met President Obama in real life a couple of times.
Yeah, I've met him a couple of times, and every time I act a fool. I don't know.
Well, we saw these pictures. Now, obviously, you'd said something to make him crack up. Can you remember what you said to him?
No, that's the great tragedy of that moment. I just blacked out, and I don't remember, like, what I was sort of asking people, like, did it go well? Was it all right? And a friend of mine had took those pictures for me. So it's, I mean, in my mind, it's something really hilarious, and I'm absolutely, you know, sparkling with wit. But I'm guessing it was sort of a pity laugh.
Well, you don't often see him doubled up like that, though, to be fair, so it must have been an absolute cracker. But, I mean, you've done so many of these kind of musical films now. Was it always your dream to be, you know, a musical star? Was that the idea?
Well, I think I always liked to sing, and I guess I never thought that I would be in movie musicals because when I was starting out, movie musicals weren't getting made.
Right.
So I just feel really grateful that I'm working during a time when so many are being made, and I'm just snapping them up as fast as I can, apparently.
But you do say it's incredibly tough work, and that you can't believe how hard musicians work now that you've done these films.
No, I don't. Particularly after doing the last 5 years and Into the Woods, those are so tough vocally that I was just like, my friends that I have that are musicians, I was like, why? How have you not quit?
Was that the hardest part you played, that
you have
Cinderella?
to take for your, you know, no cheese, no
cheese?
You know, no dairy, no drinking.
Are you like this, Jasper, before you go on tour? No cheese, no chocolate?
No, just excess in everything.
All right, good.
Now, one of the most defining moments, really, from the first film was, as you said, this cup song. And for all those people that don't know, and for how long you were singing it, this is the moment, Jasper, that took the world by storm.
Show me this.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way.
Beautiful. How long did that take you to master?
I don't remember how long it took to get sort of comfortable enough with it, but I know that in order to do it in the film, you know, all in one take, and certainly to do it in that video all in one take, I just lived with that cup.
Did you?
That cup was my boyfriend.
Well, we would like to reunite you with said, no, I'm joking. And Jasper, this is here if you want to go after the show.
Right, I know nothing about cups. I'm a Birmingham City fan.
All right.
Okay, well, listen, very good.